grocery inflation is indeed slowing, with prices of eggs and produce such as vegetables and fruit falling in recent months. As you know, grocery prices rose because of the global supply chain, bottleneck, and unforeseen supply shocks like avian flu and war in Ukraine, and also poor weather. As we've worked to address
asylum seekers arriving in New York. Recently, Governor Hochul and New York City Mayor Adams, press called upon the federal government, the Biden administration, to somehow work on relaxing some of the work permitting requirements, easing restrictions so that some of these asylum seekers can get their work permits before this 6-month waiting period. I'm wondering if the White House has any update on that, any, just stance on those discussions?
So I don't have any updates on the work requirements. I know that's been in the news for some time now. What I will say is that we have offered assistance and resources. I've announced, and it's been announced not just by me, but by DHS, the more than 200 million, I believe more than 300 million of resources to those particular interior states. And also, I have even said this yesterday, that a large piece of that has been provided to New York. And so we're going
to... Or in addition, perhaps, to being a political stunt, do you think, or does the White House think, that it's breaking the law?
So look, follow the Hatch Act. So those are the two.
His action as a governor.
No, I just want to be. I still have to say this and be very, very careful. And what I will say more.
It's about his action as a governor.
Okay. All right. If folks are eager to see firsthand the significant drop in unlawful border crossings since the president put in his plan and that went into full effect, so that's what they need to look at. They need to look at the numbers and the data that we have seen. 70% that it's come down. And so I cannot speak to the legal action. I cannot speak to if it's illegal or not. What I can say, it causes confusion.
The White House have a position on whether Florida sending migrants to California or any other state for that matter amounts to false imprisonment and kidnapping of those migrants.
So one of the things that you've heard me say this multiple times from here is about what these political stunts and what they mean. And we've seen them happen over the last couple of months, and all they do is cause confusion. And why is it they want to cause chaos and confusion? It doesn't make sense to me. And so all unlawful border crossing, as I mentioned yesterday, are down. They're down by 70%. And so we're addressing the challenges as we have done. The plan that he's doing is working. And so I just don't understand. What are these governors doing? Why are they causing chaos? Why are they causing confusion? What does that actually do? And it just doesn't make sense. They're playing games, and political stunts just are not going to actually deal with look at the legislation that the president put forward on day one, a comprehensive immigration policy that he put forward, legislation. Why not look at that and come to the table and have that discussion with us instead of, again, doing these political stunts?
So Walgreens unveiled a new look for their stores. They unveiled that in Chicago, and it has basically everything locked up, in part because of the theft that they've seen. Recent study shows that 50% of retail workers have seen some sort of retail theft, and another nearly 50% are afraid to go to work. So is the president aware of retail theft, and how come the problems become so pervasive under his tenure?
So look, what I can tell you is, unlike congressional Republicans, the president has taken action. And it started with the American Rescue Plan. The American Rescue Plan had billions of dollars that went into communities. We have taken actions. We have made sure that we do everything that we can